Okay, so today we're going to talk about saving time on videos you'd like to watch but don't have time, but wouldn't mind getting the information out of it. Well, guess what? YouTube does us all a favor by transcribing every single video they put out. I mean, except there might be some that they don't, but I'd say like 99% of them are transcribed, unless maybe the authors don't want that to happen. But for the most part, you're not going to find very many videos that are not transcribed. I've only found like one in the last little while, and that's it. So it's really minimal. So if you're looking at, so here we are, we're at Notebook LM. If you haven't heard of it, you should try it out. If you have a Google account already, all you do is sign to your Google account. Go to notebooklm.google.com, and away you go. See, I've got a video queued up here that's about 29 minutes long. It's about voice AI agents. I really like this guy's channel. I listened to quite a few of his videos already. Gives you good ideas on how to do some startups and business ideas. So I'm going to take his video. I'm going to copy the URL. And we're going to start a new notebook. And this is for your sources. So it can take Google Drive docs, Google Slides, a link to a website, and it can take up to 50 sources. And it can be a mixture of all this. So if you have some studying to do, it's really good for that. So in our case right now, I'm just going to do a YouTube video. So I'm going to paste that into the YouTube video space here, the URL, insert it, and then GoogleLM is going to do its thing, and it's incredibly fast. But again, it's using the transcript that's already on YouTube from all the videos, right? So then to the right here, there's some amazing things you can do. Audio overview, video overview. The video overview is basically just makes a slideshow, and it's hit and miss with this one. I tried it a few times on some different videos. It's pretty good though. It takes a good 10-15 minutes for it to make a video, but it's basically just a video overview with an AI commentator. The audio overview is basically like two AI hosts that sound incredibly like people. You wouldn't, if I didn't know they were AI hosts already, I would think they were just real people. A mind map. Give you an idea what the mind map is. It basically creates a chart. Just take a second here. It's incredibly fast too. So while the mind map's doing that, there's these reports you can do. So you go briefing doc, study guide. See, the study guide mode is really good if you're maybe taking a course and the video material's on YouTube, because this doesn't really work with other video sources yet. So you'd have to work it out that way. But otherwise, you could find a way to transcribe other videos and then upload the text to GoogleLM and then work from there. The FAQs, wait, what's that here? So you got briefing doc. So the briefing doc's really good. I like that one because it gives you the gist of what the video is about with a whole bunch of, and it only uses the source that you upload. It doesn't go on the internet and start, making other things and adding things to it. That's what I really like about this, is that it just uses the sources that you put here, and then you can chat with it too. You can ask it questions, and it only uses the sources as the information. So just for an example, I'll do a briefing doc. So it's going to do a briefing document on this video. Yeah, this video is 29 minutes long. I mean, but I've even used this after I've watched the video, because instead of sitting there making notes, you could do this. And so here's the briefing doc. Now, it's quite thorough most of the time. You got detailed briefing. So this briefing synthesizes the key themes, definitions, and practical applications for generating revenue using voice AI agents, drawing directly from the provided source, making dollars with voice AI agents and SaaS. My little secret. The evolution. So just and then here you. I'm not going to read it all to you. That's for sure. The evolution promise of voice AI agents, and as we all know, if you're following channels like this guy's or my channel or the thousands of other channels that are talking about AI right now. And what you could do too is you could, if you have some other people that you listen to that have similar videos, let's see if we can find some in the thing here. Anyways, what you could do, let's go with AI agents. AI agents. And so this guy's got one too. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's take his short video here. So I built this in. And we'll just add it to our sources. And all you do to add another source, and you can do like up to 50 sources on here. So let's do another YouTube video. Now it's going to also add that as the sources. So now we got 2 sources. Let's ask it a question. What is an AI agent? So in this case, it's not doing what like ChatGPT and other AI things do. Is this one's only going to use the sources you give it. So this chat's only going to extract information from the sources you put here. So we got 2 sources. I asked it what's an AI agent. So now it's going to go into an explanation. So it says an AI agent, as described in the sources, can refer to the software system designed to perform specific tasks or workflows, often interacting with humans or other systems. And it cites it too. So this is from the source, right? So source number 1 right here. Source number 2 here. Yeah, and it goes back and forth. So and what else you can do too is let's shrink this down. Did we do a mind map? Yeah, we did the mind map. Now the mind map, because I created the mind map with the one source, it's still only using the one source. So I'd have to do another one to include both. But if you haven't seen the mind map before, this is basically what it does. So it's the main idea, bit of some sub ideas, and then you click on this one, voice AI agent overflow definition, and you can just go, and that's as deep as it goes. So it's basically main idea to sub ideas down to like where you get to, you can't go any further. So this one's entering superpowers, listen, understand, real-time speech, and you click on it, and now it's going to explain that one. In the context of AI agents, specifically voice AI agent, listen and understand real-time speech is identified as one of the 3 superpowers. So I clicked on the superpower one, and that's now it's explaining. I find if you're studying, this would be amazing. Like if I was in school right now. Another thing too, speaking of school, is under the reports you can do a study guide. And these are actually really good, no matter what kind of thing you're trying to learn. And let's face it, most of the things that I go to YouTube for, and I'm sure many of you do too, is learning things, right? Yeah, sure, you watch your shared cat videos and entertaining videos, whatever niche thing you like to look at, but for the most part, a lot of people go to YouTube to learn things. So here's the study guide. Now let's say I'm trying to learn more about AI agents. Now I've got a quiz, I've got an answer key, essay format questions. I mean, this could lead into, like, you could use this material to write some articles, help you do all kinds of, give you some ideas for business adventures, or business ventures, not business adventures, but they could be an adventure. And you can also share your notebooks. I haven't shared like any public notebooks yet, but then you can look at the analytics on your notebooks. So if you go back over here, these are my notebooks down here, and up here is let's go featured notebooks. We got, so this one has 24 sources: Trends in Health, Wealth, William Shakespeare. See, this is good for students. Parenting advice, it's good for parents. Great one. The World Ahead. And there's a lot of, like, I think this is kind of like the new way Google wants to share information to help people learn too. And I think it's a great idea. Let's just click on this one here, Trends in Health. This one's got 24 sources, I think it said. And the cool thing about this is that, yeah, you can just go in here and chat with the documents. Another good thing this would work really well for would be if you're a company and you had a bunch of, binders full of policy, right? Now, it might not be in binders anymore. It might be on the computer, but it's still the same problem. You got to go through loads of documentation to find things. And what you could do here is if you had your PDFs loaded up in here for your company policies, then you could chat in here and say, hey, what's the policy on XYZ? And it'll tell you what it is and tell you where to find it. Where that could be a huge time saver for somebody who works in HR, dealing with HR issues. But I think for the most part, this is really handy too for students, people like me that just want to learn quickly. If I got a customer that wants something that I'm not familiar with, I could quickly learn about it by going in here, getting some YouTube videos, loading it in the stream. And like these ones here, like let's do the William Shakespeare one here. They've already got a video made, which is handy, so we're going to click on that. And I'll give you an idea what the videos will look like. Let's go make it full screen.
For over 400 years, one play has pretty much defined the very idea of
That's
tragedy.
the AI voice.
It's a ghost story, it's a detective story, and it's a bloody tale.
I'll just skip ahead here.
Wearing the exact
So this one's not
armor
bad.
he wore in his most famous battles. And this is where one of the
Kinda
guards,
the
Marcellus,
editing on it's a
drops
bit
that super
choppy.
famous line, and man, it just...
It's a bit choppy on the, like when it transitions, there's not much of a transition. So I think what a person could do, if they want to load this into a video editor and just add some nice, like chop it up a little bit and add some nicer transitions. Because I noticed that the transitions are like chopped, like it goes boom, 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 and there's no space. But it's still in its early stages of development. Still really handy though. I mean, like, it's amazing they can do this. And then the let's see if they got a. This is the audio one, I think.
Welcome to the Deep
Yeah, this
Dive,
is it.
where we plunge into dense information to pull up the most compelling
This
insights.
is where it's basically
Imagine you're preparing for a meeting.
a couple
Instead
of
of
AI
corporate
hosts
strategy,
that
our mission
behave like
today
it's podcast.
is to navigate the dramatic landscapes of 3 of William Shakespeare's most renowned tragedies.
Precisely. You've handed us the complete text of Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth. So our task really is to distill the core narratives of these,
I won't bore you with Shakespeare, but you get the idea. I find this feature is really handy because you could make yourself a audio podcast, and it downloads it in M4A, which works in lots of different things, but you can also convert that to an MP3, but it only lets you download it to an M4A, which works on most devices. You just upload it and you can listen to it in the car, or listen to it however you travel. Listen to it while you're cycling, going on the bus, that kind of thing. I find it pretty amazing. I mean, it's almost we're getting used to AI, but now we're just demanding more features. But This is something that ChatGPT doesn't have yet. It doesn't have anything like this, and Google has, you know, billions of dollars to spend, so they coming up with some really cool creative ideas. Anyway, I just wanted to show you Google Notebook LM and let you know that it's a pretty amazing tool and you can start using it. And I've got the Pro version. I just decided to spend $30 a month, and you get Gemini, you get this, you get VEO 3 to make videos. There's lots of cool things on here. I find before I finish, I'm finding what I'm doing now is I'm using ChatGPT and Gemini, as well as these things for different things I have to do. Because ChatGPT doesn't do everything, neither does Gemini. So I find that I'm sure there's other people out there too using tools like Perplexity, and it's becoming part of their toolbox, because there's not one app that fits everything yet. And even like Grok, I've tried Grok, and it's got some cool things it does, but it doesn't do everything. And you certainly couldn't just use Grok. I can't see anybody doing that. But I use ChatGPT heavily, and I use Gemini heavily, and it's nice now that Gemini has some developer tools that I like to use, and it's all included, which is great. They have a really generous offering. Anyway, that's it for Notebook LM. Let me know in the comments if you had any ideas, or if you want to share any notebooks you made that some interesting ones would be nice. Like William Shakespeare, like someone made William Shakespeare one, which is pretty. A lot of people are going to want to listen to that one. Look at that one, chat with it. And parenting advice, trends in health. Maybe do one for fitness. Whatever you like, and then share. If you want to share it, that'd be great. I'm interested. So anyways, that's it for today. I'm going to go and get some other things done on my honey-do list. Okay, thanks, bye.